Welcome to another edition of the Hoop Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson, and hey, the Red Raiders emerged victorious with their non-conference. This is their last non-conference game before starting Big 12 play. They beat Alabama State. Let's see, the final score was 75-53. So not like a huge margin of victory, but still, hey, this game was never in doubt. Well, early on, both teams were cold, but Tech took off early in the first half. They actually outscored Alabama State 42-27, and then 33-26 in the second half. So, you know, look, the Red Raiders, I tell you what, this is what I liked about them. Kevin McCullough had a really good game. Davion Warren had a really good game. Clarence Nadolny, and it would help if he stepped up and solidified that point guard position, because Kevin McCullough looked really good off the ball. I think he's better off the ball, just I do. Daniel Bacho, I love him. I want to see him play more. Several guys had Adonis Arms continues to look good. Hey, Bryson Williams played all right too, actually too. 8 points, 6 rebounds. So, all around the guys look good. And when they were the most impressive and when they really frustrated Alabama State was when they put the pressure on. When Coach Mark Adams decided to dial up, some full court pressure, some traps, some half court traps. They really got after Alabama State and made life difficult for them, and that's when they made their run. That's when they really pulled away, and Tech got some nice buckets in transition. Davion Warren had an awesome jam. He looked really good. He got some big steals, and just looking at the stats, I mean, they outscored Alabama State 36-8 in the paint. This is a recurring theme. We see Tech dominating in the paint. They also had 22 points off turnovers, 26 points from the bench. And 14 fast break points. I like to see that. I think, again, that was spearheaded by that defensive pressure, getting those turnovers and getting down the break, and they got those athletes who could finish. So, Tech moves to 10-2 going into Big 12 play. Now, the Oklahoma State game that was scheduled, I believe, for Saturday, it was going to be at home, has been postponed. They're still going to play it, but it's just been pushed back. So now the Big 12 opener, it looks like, is going to be at Iowa State, who's a top 10 team, and I believe that's set for January 5th. So they have some time to iron some things out. They're still too loose with the ball. They turn the ball over way too much in the Big 12. That's going to kill them against all those top 10 teams. But if they can at least find a way to minimize it, I think that's going to be a recurring thing. But if they can minimize it, or at least continue to get better from shooting from deep too, that would help. If Kevin O'Banner can find his shot, that would go a long way. Because really, I feel like Tech hasn't even scratched the surface on its potential. And then, Terrence Shannon's been out. They can get him back. This will give him an opportunity to get healthy, work back in the lineup, work with his teammates. Coach Adams and staff figure out the rotation. Then, I feel just as good about Tech right now as I did going into the season. The one caveat is I thought they'd get more from Kevin O'Banner in terms of as a three-point shooter. If he finds the touch again, look out, because we know Tech can play defense. We know the effort's going to be there. We know they're deep. Chibuzo Agbo was another bright spot. I think what he does defensively, what he does on the boards is invaluable. It's just his toughness. And then we know he can shoot from deep too. So even though if he hadn't really shown that, had an opportunity to shoot a lot this year, he is a three-point threat. So he can stretch the floor for you. He can do a lot of things that you want from just that one player. So they're deep. They are as deep as we thought, especially when they get Shannon back. I'm excited about the future of the rest of the season with the Red Raiders. Off to a great start. I thought overall it was a good performance against Alabama State, considering all the factors I already mentioned. So we'll just have to see. I'm sure there'll be some media availabilities. Mighty Joe and I will do podcasts and videos and stuff leading up to Big 12 play. So a lot of things to be excited about. Red Raider basketball starting up. And, can't wait to be here with you to talk all about it. So with that, I want to thank you for watching.